Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. We're back on the Scottish Sun. We're back with the King of Kubala here, and the plot's thickened again here. It's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit in Kubala. The Fear's tribe handmaiding is being groomed by Kubala King and Queen here. I did wonder what the situation was myself. I wouldn't quite go this far, to be honest. They're probably just fucking turning it on them now because they won't fucking move, so we're gonna call you a pedo. That's the way of things here. That's about the way of things. You won't move, so we're gonna call you a pedo. How old is this woman? I mean, that's the first question. How old is this woman? Apparently she's got a kid. So she can't be fucking 16 here, you know what I mean? She looks 20 odd to 30 at least. Let's see what's happening.
Cops have been called in to investigate claims that the handmaiden of a tribe living in woods was groomed and is being treated as a slave. It's understood that family members.
Oh, the police have rocked up here. The police aren't happy with this. Alright, hold on. A family member of the woman. She's been fucking spotted here. She's from Texas. I don't know. Again, I don't understand. Here we see the fence. They were previously in the other section here. Now they're on the other side of the fence. They've absolutely fucked everybody over with this move, to be honest. The King of Kubala won the first round, but the police are back for round two. We're going to call you a pedo here. And we're going to see where this goes.
Of Cora Taylor, who is missing from Texas, and worried members of the public raised concerns after watching social media videos shared online. Officers have been sent to visit the Tribe of Three on several occasions in a bid to speak with the 21-year-old who is part of the controversial Kingdom of Kubala tribe. Cora has been camping with the self-styled king, Kofi Ofe, and his wife, Jean Gasho, in Jedburgh since May. A source.
Aye, but winter's coming. I mean, I meant what they're going to do in winter here. I definitely should go up and investigate this when I get back from Turkey and fucking see what's going on here. Again, with they could all be in jail by then for grooming. They've turned that on them. That's the British government for you now. You fuck with the British government, they'll just fucking lie about you now and just call you all sorts and put you in prison. That's pretty much what they do. This is the thing. This man's out the loop. He's sat in the forest here. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on in Britain. It's all going to shit here, mate. It's honest to God. It's like Big Brother here. It's fucking George Orwell's 1984. The whole time you've been in these woods, it's literally went downhill, the likes of which you wouldn't believe. You will not believe how much it's gone downhill in the time you've been in these fucking woods.
Told how several calls were made to Police Scotland, and her mum back home in America has been urging people to report her daughter to authorities. The insider said, "It is clear from the number of complaints that people are concerned for her welfare." There have been reports that she has been groomed by the husband and wife duo, and people suggest she is now being treated as a slave. Police officers will continue to visit the site to carry out welfare checks and will take any action as appropriate.
I mean, hold on, advert. I mean, she kind of looks like she wants to be there for me. I think they're just trying to fuck them over now because they won't move, and they've absolutely done the council in here. But I mean, people maybe are still worried about her. How the fuck did she get from England from Texas? Her mum's worried about her. So I mean, again, it's well, I mean, it's madness. It's madness. The whole thing's madness from the very beginning. From May till the camping out, from the King of Kabbalah, the Queen, the whole ceremonial bullshit. The wine on the forest floor. It's all bullshit. It's all nonsense. It's a gimmick scam where this motherfucker's just trying to get loads of followers to donate to him. I mean, if you get 2 million people all donating a pound, there's £2 million. You know what I mean? You're absolutely fucking laughing here. So I think that's his game, personally. But what the fuck this young lass is doing there, who knows?
His mum has been urging people who are concerned to make reports to the police. In a recent interview, the mum of one told how her job is to keep their tent and illegal campsite in woods near Jedburgh clean. She declined to answer earlier this week when asked if she had been groomed by the couple.
Cora, do you think you've been groomed as a youngster by this couple?
Oh wow, more people.
Do you think you've been groomed, Cora?
And there are clearly concerns from your family in America as well. Does that play a part in your thinking?
Again, other people's concerns don't really matter to me because these aren't people who care about me and these aren't people that I care about. The only opinions that matter to me are the family that I have here, the trees, the birds, the creepy crawlies. That's who I'm concerned about, and that's who I know is concerned for me.
Asna, what about your baby? You talk about family. You came here with a baby. You're not concerned about your baby's welfare?
People ask questions about the children of Kubala all the time. That's not really my story to tell. Any child of mine that I give birth to is a child of the Queen's. And any child of hers is also obviously kind of like my second child. I'm like their second mother. So it's a great mystery of who gives birth to the children around here because we are
Where are the children? What the hell's going on here? Where are the children? Apparently Lasso's got 7 or 8 kids. She's got it. Where the fuck are the children?
obviously, we obviously practice polygamy. So in our marriage, we all bear children for the Queen.
Well, does that mean that she gets the king? The king has a slice of her as well. Does that? What I don't know. It's all code. It's all code. This is why people are worried. This is why people are worried. She's dropped all these bombshells. When did she have this interview?
So again, that's just not my story to tell about the children. If you want to know the
You've said enough, woman. You've said enough here. Now there's general concern here. You've said enough.
stories about the children, feel free to ask the king and the
But
queen.
you came to join the group with a baby, so that would have been part of this tribe's baby, would it? That would have been your baby back in America.
Again, any child of mine is the child of the Queen's. So if you want to know anything about the children of Kubala, it's not really my story to tell. But feel free to ask the
Are
king
you
and
not
the
concerned
queen.
about the child that you had, the child that you gave birth to? You're not concerned about that baby at all?
Again, your concern matters nothing to me. So it seems like you're more concerned than I am. But any child of the Queen's is a child of mine as well. And I love them all, and I miss them dearly. Obviously, there's no children running around here. So they're all missed.
Where the fuck are they? They're all in care. I mean, the best off in care. These people are all mad. Mad. It's madness. Well, I kind of think that the king is just pulling a fast one, really. The queen is also probably pulling a fast one. But what's going on with this girl? Unless she's just in on the scam, I don't know. I have no idea. How the fuck did she get here from Texas? I mean, well, Kabbalah must have paid for her, obviously. Yeah, the plot thickens now. The king of Kabbalah's been accused of grooming here. I mean, knowing her age, yes, it still hasn't told her as her age 3 minutes 27 into this fucking video. This lass could be 30 for all we know. Do you know what I mean? And then all your grooming things gone out the fucking window, to be honest. So that's maybe why they're not telling us, because it's all a load of bullshit. They're just trying to use this as an angle to fucking. I mean, they may be wanting these people attacked in the woods. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of. Every time, like, the people like fucking Charlie Veach and people get called, it's like trying to incite people to attack you in a way when people call you a pedo do you know what I mean? So it's again, let's see if we can get to the end of this with them actually telling us the age of this person.
Very well. But they are in the care of our God. He looks over them, he comforts them, and he reassures them that they will come back. There's no doubt in my mind that all of the children will come back, and they are well taken care of right now.
How on earth did
They're not going to come back while you're living in the woods in Scotland. That's just not an option. The fucking social services won't give you them.
you find your way to Scotland from America?
That's a fucking good question, mate. Well done.
Yeah, it's actually a very, very divine encounter. The life that I used to live was very hard, a very rough life. I come from a very just rough background, and Yehovah would send me dreams and visions leading me closer and closer to this life, to these people who now I call my family, my husband and my mistress. And
No, it's a sex cult. It's a sex cult here. People are worried. People are worried about this. But how old is she? That's the key factor here. I mean, if this lass is 30-year old, she can do what the fuck she wants, really.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
How did you meet them?
I met them years ago, and I've been knowing them for a lifetime and a lifetime.
How did you meet them?
I met them years ago,
Where?
and I've been knowing them for a lifetime and a lifetime.
Where did you meet
The
them?
first encounters that I had with them were in dreams and visions. Before I was revealed a face and a name, Yehovah told me exactly exactly what the head of my life would look like, who he would be, what he stands for, his values, his principles, his physique. And then he revealed his face
She's fucked up doing this interview. To be fair, like I mean, she's said too much. She said too much.
to me, his name.
How did you get to the UK? By plane? When?
I got to the UK by a very divine.
I knew she was. I knew she wasn't just going to give a simple fucking answer. I'm like, yeah, I got on a plane or I was on a boat. Do you know what I mean? Like the only real two options you've got, plane or boat. And I knew she was going to come out with some divine crack. I just knew it.
The form of transport. I
Plane.
arrived here safe.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The thing is, there we go though on the Charlie thing, Kirk thing, and people are questioning the text messages and somebody writing vehicle. This motherfucker's just said transport, so maybe isn't as strange as we thought. Somebody writing vehicle.
Safely.
When
Safely and unharmed in one piece. That's what matters.
She come on a plane. The Kubala fucking guy there paid for her to come on a plane. That's what's happened.
All praise be.
He's got bored of his old wife, but she won't fucking piss off, so he's just got a young bit of stuff over. From America. There you go. That's the that's the story here.
To your whore.
Were you trafficked to the UK?
I don't know anything about trafficking or even how it works or what that has to do with anything. Again, if I wanted to run away right now, you would see me running up this road. If I wanted to run away.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other side of it. She's not chained up or fuck all. She can just walk off, I suppose, if she wants to. If she's there by her own free will, it would seem. So it kind of just feels like because she's said a bit too much here, and it is a bit of a sex cult. They've whipped out the grooming thing, but we don't know. Again, how old is this woman, as it said? And I just missed it at the start. Because we're fucking 5 minutes in here.
Way I could even run further into those woods because, again, we live in the woods. So it's kind of hard to be held captive.
But are you?
In a tent.
Do you see yourself potentially as a victim of trafficking?
Again, if I was being held captive, I have every mean to free myself.
You don't have to be
the
held captive though
first.
in order to have been trafficked. You may have been told that you were coming to the UK for a specific purpose, and maybe that's not how it's turned out. That could also be trafficking. Is that something that you've thought about?
Right. So again, I don't know anything about trafficking. You're telling me what it is. So you should also be the one to tell me whether or not I've been trafficked, apparently, because you know more than I do. I think you have enough content for the day. Y'all have a nice day.
Recorder.
There we go. There we go. Well, she'll give you content. That's a good thing if I go up. Although she will give you content, but only so much. Only so much. So let's see what the Sun's got to say now. It throws fucking Cabal King under the bus, probably.
Her family have told of their fears she is being used by the older couple she is living with. Cora's mum previously begged her daughter to return home to Texas. Melba Whitehead, 45, claimed the couple radicalized her daughter online, then helped her travel to the UK without her family's knowledge. Her 1-year-old daughter, who she left Texas with earlier this year, was taken into care by UK authorities and is understood to have been returned to the US to live with relatives. Offa and Gasho have also had several children taken off them by social workers. Earlier this week, a sheriff granted a second eviction order to move the group from council land.
Get our best.
Damn adverts. Yeah, there we go. It's all going off. It's all going off in Jedburgh, it would seem. Hold on.
First eviction notice by moving 20 feet from private land to the council.
Yeah, he absolutely fucked you there. The King of Kubala fucked you with that move, to be fair. He won round 1, but round 2's come in, and round 2's a motherfucker here. He's calling him a pedo, calling him groomer. So you may have won the fucking battle, but you might not win the war, Mr. Kubala here. You're going to have to bring out the big guns now. The big guns are going to have to be brought out here. There's been accusations labelled
Owned plot earlier this month. Last night, a spokesperson for Police Scotland said,
I mean, look at that policewoman in the middle there. Look at that. Is it a woman or is it a man? I'm going with woman, but it could be a man. But look. I mean, either way, that's the beauty of it. I'm not being sexist because I don't know if it is a man or a woman. Well, look how fucking skinny they are. What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? To be honest, like these two, not a problem. These two can handle a bit of shit, I would imagine. But you're in trouble. You're in trouble if you ever come up against a rebellious mob. If a rebellious mob will see you off, sir, madam, person, thing, you. So, yeah, the state of British policing. It's like them people who knocked on the door with that kid. I didn't make a video on that, but I won't say it out. So let's see what else is.
Scotland said, "We are aware concerns have been raised in connection with the welfare of those living on the site."
I mean, half of the people doing that will just be fucking the people of Jedburgh who want fucking rid of them.
Repeated attempts have been made by officers and partner agencies to engage with those involved. However, no complaint has been received. Officers will continue to engage and address any issues raised.
So, Scott, a week on since the Kubala tribe were evicted from private land, they moved on to council land. Where are we now?
So really pleased that obviously we were successful in our court action, and we
Fuck off. You fucking got absolutely done in. They only moved 20 feet, so you might have, you slightly won. You got it off the private land, you're right, but now it's on council land, so now it's more your problem than it was before.
we have now the process for eviction in front of us. So that's been successful.
Well, they're just going to jump back onto the private land, aren't they, over the fence again? I mean, I can pretty much guarantee you that's what he's going to do.
Many respects, it's obviously disappointing that they did what they did, and it's just cost us
Yeah, they fucked you. They absolutely fucked you.
more time and money.
And what will happen?
Well, you're probably doing fuck all else, really. To be honest, this is you making your name. Nobody would even know who you were if it wasn't for this. To be fair, they've done you a favour. This could make your political career.
Now?
So obviously the council officers are in liaison with the sheriff officers. We need to ensure that there's enough availability of sheriff officers, plus police, plus social services. So we are looking to
Aye, they're stretching you thin. The Jedburgh hasn't got the facilities for this kind of palaver here in the woods. It's Kubala's done his research. He thought, right, I'll go here. They haven't got the fucking police or the sheriff, so they haven't got anything here, to be honest. They won't be able to deal with me. So fucking Kubala is in Jedburgh.
execute the order within the coming days.
So you would expect that the group to be moved off this land in the next couple of days?
I would
Yeah, they're going to go back over the fence onto the other land.
like to see that, yes, certainly, but as we'll have to work with other landowners as well as the other partners, it could progress into a further week. But
It could progress into fiasco. It could progress into an absolute fiasco like it did last time. We were made fools of. To be honest. And I've got to stand here and make that look like we weren't made fools of. I've done all right, to be honest, but ultimately we were made fools of.
But do you know what? Scottish winter on the horizon.
That's going to fuck them, pal. We've all thought that. That's been said. These people don't know what's coming. There's a little grin on his face here, as we can see. He's aware of how fucking brutal the Scottish winters can be, and we've had a good summer here, so it could be a particularly snowy one this year. We don't know. But homeless people do survive in Glasgow and Edinburgh, and so, I mean, it's not unsurvivable. But the grin on his face tells a story.
I don't think it's going to be a comfortable week for them at all.
How difficult has this been for you?
A fucking week, and it was fucking 6 months, mate. 6 months.
Yourself as a councillor, there's obviously a lot of mixed feelings in the community around it. How difficult has that been?
It has been difficult, and I would certainly say it's been a balancing act.
Yep, the locals are kicking off. Luckily they haven't firebombed them.
The whole time we've had to, work with communities to understand what their concerns are. Some of them are.
Well, there's a load of fucking black people in the woods pretending to be a fucking African and tribe who fucking claiming the land as their own. That's kind of the problem here. That's the issue. That's what's unsettling the locals here. Don't upset the locals with your African tribes in the woods in the deep of Scotland here. It's not the way of things. So I'll leave it there. More crack on Kubala and the King of Kubala. Just the plot thickens, and we'll be back when he's been arrested for grooming or something. We'll leave it there. Peace.